Okay, here goes. I'm going to try to show you how to do this. So, see how there's a little peg right here? This is the peg that you want to start on. You're going to wrap your yarn around it. And then you want to start with this peg that's up above it. And just wrap around the back and around. And then around the back of the next one and around. And you're always going to go counterclockwise when you're wrapping. So, kind of try to push them down to the bottom. Now you don't want to wrap it too tight because then you won't be able to pull it over the peg when you're done. So just keep it kind of loose. Push it down as you go around. I'm just working with a skein of yarn like this. So just keep it going all the way around. Really quick here. It won't be this fast to start off with, but you get pretty fast after you do it for a while. So, all the way around. You see I'm back to the beginning. Now, on this first time you do it, you're going to keep going. You're going to go around one more time. I kind of keep these ones up towards the top, so you can tell it from the bottom one. You go all the way around one more time, so that you're going to have two distinct rows of yarn. You just keep going around the same way. Always counterclockwise when you're wrapping, until you get around back to the same peg that you started with. And always remember which one you started with, which is usually the one, that's why you do use the one that's here, so you can always remember which one it is. Okay, so once you get back to the beginning, you just kind of stick this down in between the two pegs to keep it out of the way. Hold it down with your thumb, and then you get your hook that's like this. And starting with the first peg here, like you did before, you're just going to stick the hook underneath this bottom one and pull it up over the top one. Sometimes the pegs try to come up on you a little bit, but then you just squish it back down. Now when you hook over, you always go the opposite direction from where you wrap. So you go clockwise. So you wrap counterclockwise, and then you hook clockwise. So we're going to keep going around, hooking under and pulling it over, and then just push it down. Hook it under, pull it over, push it down. And just keep going all the way around. I usually hold the peg down a little bit so it doesn't pull off. Sometimes they pull out, these cheap ones. So, keep going around. Like I said, if you wrap it relatively loosely, it's not too hard to pull over. If it's too hard to pull over, you're wrapping it too tight. Just keep pulling it down. Pulling it down. You're going to do this until you get all the way back to the beginning. Oops. If you get a little separated, that's okay. Just pull the rest over. Okay. Almost done. The great thing about this, you can do it while you're watching TV or whatever, so it's pretty simple once you get used to it. You don't even really have to pay that much attention. Okay, so once you get back down to where you've only got one row all the way around, then you do the wrapping again. So you start with the same peg again, you wrap counterclockwise just like before. But this time you're only going to wrap it around once because you've already got one row on the bottom. So wrap around like that, all the way around just like last time. Oops, yarn fell. Okay, and then you pull down like this again. Start with that first peg again, pull it up over. Oops, I got a little too tight. And then wrap it clockwise again. Or sorry, hook it over clockwise again. Just like that. And you just keep doing that over and over again until you get a hat. Now it's hard to tell when you first start out, like, how is this going to end up being a hat? But as you do these knots, this extra little part is going to get longer and longer and longer through here. And then you'll eventually get enough to make a hat out of, and then you can just tie the ends off, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But for each row that you're doing now, you're just going to keep doing it where you wrap it counterclockwise and then you pull it over clockwise. And you just keep doing it over and over again. I'm going to stop for a second and then I'll start it up again when I get a little further down, and then I can show you how to do a brim if you want to.